Good morning, Cross Timbers. Today is Friday, October 26, 2012. This is Texan TV News from Tarleton State University campus in Stephenville, Texas. And I am Houston Hall. For today's headlines, the Society of Professional Journalists and the Communication Studies Department celebrate Free Speech Week. Hook Elementary fourth graders talk about their dreams of attending college. A century-old audio is discovered. Deer and hogs wreak havoc on new Texas highway. U.S. base in Guantanamo cleans up after Hurricane Sandy. Famous dresses from Gone with the Wind get a facelift. Recap of the World Series Game 2, result of the Vikings-Buccaneers game, and the upcoming game for the Tarleton Texans, and the weekend weather report. Now today's top story. Tarleton Society of Professional Journalists chapter, along with the Communication Studies Department, wrapped their celebration of the Free Speech Week with guest speaker Pete Slover. Slover is from the Freedom of Information Foundation of Texas and presented free speech. It's more than just talk. The First Amendment bundle of rights is not just for journalists. In a presentation to students and faculty via Skype, Slover discussed freedom of speech and its relation to freedom of the press and what threatens free speech in journalism as a profession. Slover stressed that his fear is that the speech of journalism and effective, aggressive, smart journaling is going to become a lost language. In local news, Stephenville ISD is showing fourth graders the opportunities college can offer them. At Hook Elementary, students are researching different colleges, making posters, wearing college shirts, and writing a paper on the top 10 reasons why they want to attend college. School counselor Angela Withers says the school is coming up with different ideas to educate students about going to the college or a college. Principal Kathy Haynes says the process is an eye-opening experience. She says students have been talking about college more and are starting to even notice what colleges are on people's t-shirts. Chelsea Sapolio and Alyssa Wynn spoke to the fourth graders about their dreams of college and their future careers.
Hi, I'm Chelsea Sapolio, and I'm here at Hook Elementary with Jade Wilson, right? Yes. Okay, we were talking about colleges and where she would like to go. So what was the college you want to attend?
A&M.
Texas A&M, that's awesome.
My name's Alyssa Wynn from Texan TV News, and I am interviewing Clara, a fourth grader at Hook Elementary. Clara, where do you want to go to college?
I want to go to Tarleton State University.
Okay, and why do you want to go there, Clara?
Because it's in my hometown, and I think it would be a good college.
Okay, Bailey, where do you want to go to college?
Tarleton.
And why is that?
Because both of my parents went there.
Jay, where do you want to go to college?
I want to go to the University of Texas.
Okay, and why do you want to go there, Jay?
Because that's where my dad played football at, and it sounds like a really good college.
Andrew, where do you want to go to college?
Tarleton.
And why do you want to go there?
To play football.
To play football? What do you want to be when you grow up?
A pro football player.
And you decided to go to Tarleton to play football in order to go there? Okay, Kyle, why do you want to go to college?
Because I want to go to Baylor because all their athletic events and the academic scholarships, and my mom went there.
Awesome. Can you name your top 10 things on why you want to go to college?
To make new friends, to get my picture on the Floyd Casey football stadium, to go to a library anytime I want, to watch movies and eat popcorn a lot, to sleep in as often as I can, to smoke Oklahoma University's Heinies in football, to get a degree, to be on my own, to eat out every night, and make a career playing football.
And now the top state and national news and international news from the Associated Press. According to the AP, Texas opened a new portion of the 85-mile-per-hour state highway 130 earlier this week, and drivers are encountering an obstacle that local drivers have been dealing with for years: hogs. At least 2 accidents this week involving drivers hitting pigs that were walking on the highway. The AP is also reporting a third accident occurred when a vehicle hit a deer. No drivers have been injured, but Lockhart police officer John Rocher reported seeing 3 dead hogs on the side of the highway. Rocher told the San Antonio Express News that the collisions of animals and vehicles are common, but no one knows yet if there will be more damage because drivers are going faster. In national news, the AP is reporting that a century-old audio recording said to be the voice of Thomas Edison has been unveiled. It is only 78 seconds, scratchy, and a bit of a blooper reel. It is the oldest recording of an American voice that is playable, as well as the first captured musical performance. The original recording was made in St. Louis in 1878 on a phonograph that was invented by Edison. In the recording, there is an unidentified song played on the cornet that lasts 23 seconds to follow and is a man's voice reciting the nursery rhymes, Mary Had a Little Lamb, and Old Mother Hubbard. The narrator laughs at his word, fumbles, and says, "Look at me. I don't know the song." On just a sheet of tinfoil, only 5 inches wide and 15 inches long, this recording was the first of its kind. Only a few sheets of these tinfoil recordings are known to survey. Only 2 are playable. In international news, the AP is reporting from Guantanamo Bay Naval Base in Cuba that crews were working to restore downed power lines and clear debris at the base on Thursday, following a brush with Hurricane Sandy. The storm knocked out power to most of the base, damaged roofs and windows on other buildings, damaged a marina, and tore several small private recreational boats from their moorings. Kelly Werfel, a spokeswoman for the base, is reporting that there were no injuries. The base did not get the full wrath of the storm. Sustained winds were below 54 miles per hour, with maximum gusts at 66 miles per hour. The storm did, though, force the cancellation of the final day of the pre-trial hearings involving Guantanamo prisoner who is charged with orchestrating the 2000 attack on the naval destroyer USS Cole. Troops were confined to the quarters during the storm and several hours after because roads were closed to everyone except emergency personnel. Restrictions were lifted and the base has returned to normal operations. In entertainment, according to the AP, movie icon Scarlett O'Hara's green curtain dress and burgundy ball gown are being saved from deterioration. The Harry Ransom Center at the University of Texas decided on the conservation movement back in 2010, and $30,000 are being spent to help bring the dresses back to better conditions. The dresses are fully restored and are now on display for the first time in 30 years at London's Victoria and Albert Museum as a part of the Hollywood Historical Section. The dresses will be on display in London from October 20th to January 27th. Now for sports, according to the Associated Press. The San Francisco Giants shut out the Detroit Tigers 2-0 last night. The Tigers only had 2 hits in the game as Giants pitcher Madison Bumgarner struck out 8 batters to give the Giants a 2-0 lead in the series. Game 3 will be tomorrow night in Detroit's ballpark. Tampa Bay Buccaneers beat the Minnesota Vikings 36-17 last night. Tampa Bay snaps a 9-game road losing streak and increases their record to 3-4. Running back Doug Martin had 135 yards rushing and 79 yards receiving. Martin is the first rookie running back since 2002 to have a 130-yard rushing and 75 receiving in the game. According to Tarleton State's website, the 3-4 Tarleton State Texans traveled to take on the Incarnate Word Cardinals, who are currently 2-6 on the season. Kickoff is at 7 at Benson Stadium in San Antonio, Texas. Now for the weekend weather report, according to the Weather Channel. Today, expect a high of 55 and a low of 39 with a 20% chance of rain. Saturday, expect a high of 62 and a low of 38. And Sunday, prepare for a high of 65 and a low of 38. Today's broadcast was produced by Travis Allison, Monet Gerald, Chelsea Sapolio, and Alyssa Wynn. You can follow us on ustream.tv/user/Texan News Service. Don't forget, tell your friends about us and become a fan of Texan TV News on Facebook. I'm Houston Hall. Tune in Monday for the latest news from the Tarleton State University campus in Stephenville, Texas. Have a great weekend.